Hello everyone, my name is Aidej Alfred and you're welcome to my channel, a channel where I talk about money, investing and the attitudes that affect our personal finances. Today I'm going to be talking about something that is very dear to my heart, something I probably wish someone has told me when I turned 21. And it's a very simple topic. It's just to say, how do you start investing? So when I entered into the workforce a couple of years ago, all I knew was to earn money, to spend money, maybe to put a little bit aside, but I never really understood what it meant to invest some money. And I'm going to teach you or tell you how you can start investing today without any prior knowledge of investing. So brace up. The very first step in investing is that you need to earn an income. Clearly, an investment is a scheme or a way for you to put some money aside and multiply that amount of money that you have put aside. So the very first step in investing is to have some money set aside. And before you can have some money set aside, I would say you probably need to have a source of income. So a job is important, or a source of income, maybe a gift that you've gotten from someone. Whatsoever that source of income is, you need to have that amount of money to put as a seed that will then grow into a big oak tree over the course of your investment life. And when you begin to earn some money, the first thing is you need to then do is to begin to save. Now, the percentage that you should put aside varies from person to person. Some people will tell you that you should put up a minimum of 10% aside and save in order for you to be able to invest. And that should be the minimum you should put aside. It's 10% sum. So you can watch one of my previous video on why you should put aside 10% of your income at least, to start saving out some money. The third step, I would say in this case, is putting your funds in a relatively safe investment. Now, don't forget, we're talking about you not having any knowledge about investing and how you can get started. So the first thing is, what are the safe investments out there? Easily off the top of my head, I'll tell you that you should invest in treasury bills and you should invest in money market mutual funds. I've done a previous video that you can watch on what those things are and how you can begin to invest in them. So you can click on the link that will be at the top of the video to watch those videos. So when you put your money in a mutual fund or in a money market mutual fund or in a treasury bill, you're relatively putting your money in a very, very safe investment that you really would not lose unless maybe the economy or the country of Nigeria goes down and tanks. The next step is ensuring that whatever interest you generate from these investments are not withdrawn. And that's very simple and instructive because of a concept called compound interest. So compound interest simply means interest on interest. So when you put your money in mutual funds or in money markets and the money you put in generates a return, what you're ensuring you're doing is you're leaving the interest you've generated in that mutual fund account so that interest also generates multiple interest for you, and then your money can grow much faster. And a fifth step is, having done this, you then need to begin to invest in your investment education. So you begin to buy books that talks about stocks, you begin to buy books that talks about real estate and how you can begin to invest in this. Don't forget, investment in knowledge or investment in yourself is really going to pay off over the long run. And I wish someone had told me that maybe when I was 21 years old, so that I would have read lots and lots more than reading my academic books and books that was being shared in school. I think there's a big depth of knowledge that we can tap from that can catapult us to becoming an investment expert if we spend a little bit of money and a little bit of time and discipline to scout this knowledge. So invest in your investment education by getting books by renowned or people who have been on this journey before you. Then the final thing is, having gained knowledge, you can then begin to diversify your investments. Diversifying your investment means taking the money you've invested in the stock market, rather in the mutual funds and in the treasury bills, and then begin to invest in other risky transactions, moderate to high risk transactions such as real estate, such as stock markets, and even investing in individual businesses or small businesses. So those are the steps for you to start investing. Let me know if you find this video interesting. You can click the subscribe button and you can click the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, do have a great time.